Nasdaq's a tricky trader, beware the fall. Technical tools may help, but watch your wall. Hirami candles flicker, inversions come and go. Protect your cash, don't let it all blow. Nasdaq's a nasty girl, don't go full port. She takes your cash in a flash, be careful with your heart. The opening range trade still bangs, but stay alert. Methodical man prefers inversions, get your cash and protect yours. Market warning, listen close and heed. Daily payouts can fool, but they're not what they seem. Be resilient, don't give up, keep your guard tight. Trading isn't for the weak, so stay in the fight. Inversions rise, Hirami fall. Stay cautious, don't let your capital stall.
Good morning. How's everybody doing? Eric Predator in the house. What up? What up? Let's see here. Trying to get everything pulled up. I'm am currently long. Currently long on an eval. Looking for that 805.50 level right there. Equal highs at 805.50 on the 5-minute. So looking for that. Long from 81, looking for 805. What up, Clarity? Deshaun. Red pre-market, that sucks. Morning, Coper. Have I ever used Fiverr or anything marketing thing to get subs? No. No, I've never used them. Fiverr, I've reached out to people about doing some editing work, but I would say, Alpha, if you're still at 18 after months of streaming, I would go to a different time frame. So maybe start streaming late evenings, midnight to 2 a.m., midnight to 3 a.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. to 11 p.m. Eastern, 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Eastern. Like, go to where there's not a whole lot of, what's the word? Congestion. I don't know. Or there's not a whole lot of streamers streaming. You're gonna have to change something up. That would be my suggestion. Change something up. I've been doing that as well. I stream in the afternoon as well too. Sometimes. We had a baseball game last night, so I couldn't, but we'll see. So we'll just kind of see what happens here at open. Again, we got equal highs at 805.50. I mean, if we look at the hourly, we just inverse this hourly gap. Yeah. So I fully expect us to push up here. Maybe retest that opening close. Fill the gap up there kind of makes sense. You got an hourly order block up there as well. So I think we're going up. The overnight low is kind of not really in play right now. It's down 150 points. So whew, big sneeze. Snuck up on me there. Snuck up on me. Good morning, Dean. So, if you guys didn't know, we are starting the trading account today, the challenge account with trade day. We're in the competition. We have a 150K account. I'm going to be looking for trades on the ES mostly using Mancini's levels. I'm going to take advantage of his levels and see if we can't bang out some trades. Go bigger size, 5 minis, taking 4 of the minis off at 4 points. Looking for $800 and then trying to let 1 mini ride level to level. We'll do that. So I'm going to try to pay attention to his levels today and see if I can't find an entry on the ES. Let me give myself a $2,000 daily loss limit on that account. So it effectively gives us 2 trades to take. And I'd like to try to make $2,000. So $2,000 daily loss limit, $2,000 profit. So, you know. Yeah, there's going to be different strategies, David. The thing is, you got to trade 5 days in the eval. So what you're up right now is really irrelevant, right? So if someone makes 3K in a day, you actually can't even make 3K in a day. You can only make 2,700. So he's just making himself have to make more money if he's up 3K. So the point is, you got to trade 5 days. You have to trade 5 days to pass. So it doesn't matter if you make 2,700 or if you make 2,000. You know what I'm saying? As long as you can pass in the first 5 days and then get funded, that's what I'm going to go for. And I'm sure there's going to be people who full port, go bigger size and things like that. I'm just not going to do that. I'm going to go 3 to 5 minis on a 4-point stop with ES, and then if I take a trade on Nasdaq, it'll be just a 1 mini play. So, Coper, you can go to the website and click on the link. Go to the website and click on the link, and it'll show you. What up, Tech T? Yeah, let me see if you just go to trade day. Good morning, Robert. Let me see. Is it on here? I don't know. There was an email that was sent out. But you would think they would just have it somewhere on here. I guess it's not on the main page. It must just be from the email. So guys, I don't know if you saw, Lucid Trading is doing 50% off. They did just launch Trade-Evate. So I do have the link pinned to the top of the chat there. For your first 2 purchases, you have to use the link and the stock code if you want to take advantage of the Lucid Trading deal. And then after that, you will get 40% off using my normal code. But you have to use the stock code and the link to get the 50% off for your first 2 purchases. And they just started having Trade-Evate. Let's check out news and see what we got. So let me see what that makes their Lucid Direct. What is the stock code anyway? Let me see what it is. Oh, stock code. I got it in the email. Let me see. The stock code, I think it's like Ninja 50 or something. Okay, Ninja 50. So you can get 50% off the Lucid Direct today with the code Ninja 50, but click my link so I can get credit for it. Let me see how much that makes the Direct. And we'll go over the news here in a moment. I think it's $245. Yeah, so the 50K account, the 50K Lucid Direct is $245. That's a really good deal. Again, use the code Ninja50, but click the link. I've never had a Lucid account, but I think I'm going to purchase one of these. right now. All right, we got 10 minutes until open here. Let's take a look at the news. Yeah, they are. Your tape reading's your main draw. Yeah, well, it's not about taking trades, Alpha. It's about just being there and growing your channel. That's what you have to understand. So it's not necessarily about being able to take trades. It's more or less about being there. All right. 9:45, we have manufacturing, PMI, ISM manufacturing PMI. Some of this news may not come out since the government shut down, right? Or no? Do we have 10 a.m.? No, wait. That is 10 a.m. That is 10 a.m. Manufacturing PMI 9:45. 10 a.m. is ISM manufacturing PMI. So 9:45, 10 a.m. news. Little crude oil. Not really much after that. I think we're kind of in the clear for the morning session, at least after that. Did we have 8:15? Oh, we did. Yeah, I don't know. Just looking there. I'm already long, guys. Good morning, Danielle. I'm long on an eval already. We have equal highs at 805.50. Kind of think that's where we're going. We need $150, $156 to pass this account here. What we might do is if we get the push up right at open, I may try to take it. I mean, if we get above 800 here, I may just set an order at 800 and just look for us to sweep through there. We'll see. Kind of think it might rip it open. So we'll see what happens there. Got about 7 minutes until open. We'll see kind of what we get, but expecting just to push up. I don't know that there will be an opportunity to maybe we can add into the long if we get a little bit of a Judas swing down. But I'm already long on one eval. Just look for the push through 805.50. Pine Tree, what up? It's 245 Tech T. So you got to click my link and you got to use Ninja50 as the code. When you do those two things, then it's 245. Let me show you. I think it was 245. Wasn't that what it was just doing? Didn't it just come up as that? Let me see. But if you use the code, so your first two are 50% off, then thereafter is only 40%, and you have to use code MM thereafter. But for the first two, they want you to use the link and then the code, which is kind of annoying, but their platform's a little laggy right now. I guess a lot of people are on there. So if we go 50K, buy now, we select Ninja Trader, Trade of 8, Trading View. Yeah, it's for Ninja Trader, Trade of 8, Trading View. It's not letting me do anything. Their site is being very laggy. Must be heavy right now. But yeah, it's $245, which is a good deal. It finally let me do it. Let's see. Yeah, 245. So you're getting 294 or whatever. That's still not a bad deal either. Their website is so laggy right now. I don't know. We'll see kind of what happens here at open. I'm looking for a push up at open. If we can get it, I'll jump in. I want to try to pass this core account here. I need $150 on it. Oh, you need Quantower. What about the Project X connection? Is it the same? And we don't have a sale anymore on Bulenox. Let me right now we don't have anything off Bulenox. We don't know, so we'll just leave it at, you know. I guess we can change it to something else for now. FX sucks. What's FX? Or PX? What is PX? Until tomorrow? Nah, it's not supposed to be. I saw it this morning. It said 9:30. Is it still working? It shows my code expired yesterday. If it's still working, tell me. What up, Mo? I'm long, Mo. I don't want to dump. I mean, it's fine if it does dump. I don't mind it. Give me a better chance for a setup, I guess. Got the previous day open and the close. The gap up there at 8:30, 8:45 area. New Bulenox Discord. I didn't even know they had a Discord. Well, I mean, my code is still on there, but under my code it says that it expired yesterday for some reason. Shows that the only code that is active right now is 45% off. So I don't know, guys. Try MM and see if it's working for 90% off. I don't know, 91% still. You're not in the position. Pop it. It's fine. Oh, my hair. Yeah, there we go. Oh. Da, 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 da. Yeah, I should probably join the Discord too, huh? Does Lucid have Project X? Yes. They do. All right, here we are, guys. ES is pumping. Nasdaq pulling back. How much would it cost you to have a Discord? I have a Discord, T. Cooper. It doesn't cost anything. Thanks, Pine Tree. $1 million. That's right, 1 million. That's what you get paid for it. You get paid $1 million. $1 million. I'm trying it. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Did we pass? Oh, you got to be kidding me. We did the math wrong. I'm out over here on the other one too, 805.50. So we still need 30. We need $33 more. I thought I passed. How much is $33? Like 15 points is 30, so like I don't even know. We'll see. So I'm out over there on the eval account too. Up 465 on that eval. All right, trying to get everything else set up here, moving to a different account. $15 cons, 1 tick. That's all I need. I just need 15 cons, 1 tick. Just momentum there. I mean, huge candle off the VWAP, right? Got above the EMAs. That's why I jumped in. I knew I just needed these wicks. But so I don't even know what I need. I need like 16 points on a micro or something. I'm going to fill the gap here. Get a little bit of a pullback, we can look to get long. But the gap fill's up here 844, by the way, if you're looking for the gap fill. Yes, back above 67.15 there. Tested 67.05, almost to the tick there at open. Looks like we're in a gap fill here. Oh, my math is wrong. I actually only need $23, not $33. Why? How come nobody told me that? That's only it's like 10 points on 1 micro. I might look for an 800 bounce here. We got the 9 EMA. Just going to look for a little bounce here off the 800 if we can get it. Thinking that should be simple enough. Holding the 820s here. I might just jump in. Let's see. Let's just try it. Let's go for the gap fill here. Little 1 minute order block here. Let's go. Oh, you got to be kidding me, guys. Man, I'm so bad at math. What up, Rob? I'm so bad at math. Now I need $1.36. Oh, my gosh. Is that 4 ticks? I don't even know. 5 ticks? Goodness. God dang it! I still need 60 cents. Oh my goodness, guys. What are we doing over here? How many points is 60 cents? I mean, is 4 ticks not enough? 3 ticks not enough? I don't know. It's only $1.50. Is that even enough? Anybody know what the commission is? I lost money at 3 ticks. All right, I don't know what we need. What do we need? 5 ticks for $1? 6 ticks? I have no idea. So you lose money at 3 ticks on a micro? You're hoping for the most epic blow up ever? No. Minus fees, yeah. I hate weeks. Everything laggy on TradingView. Anybody else having lagginess on TradingView? I just need to look for a spot. I'm just going to go for 6 ticks. Seems kind of crazy. $1.20 is the fee. You want me to blow up 84 cents away? So do I need 6? 6 ticks should do it. All right, see if we can get out of this. See if we can get our 6 ticks or whatever it is. All right, there we go. Maverick had to go to the doctor this morning. She said he screamed the entire time. I said, "That's my boy." All right, here we go, guys. We passed. 53,042. I mean, it was a little bit of a battle, but we passed. All right, so let's take ourselves off this account. Let's go to 109. Let's turn off the copy trader. And let's go to 109. $109, 110. $110. So 109 and 110. Let me make sure. 109 and 110. All right. Okay. Thank you, thank you. Switched to long, up 850. Let's go Tech T. Just got long call 825, entry 888. Or target 888, I'm assuming, right? Yeah, still pumping, yeah, for sure. What up, GXLD? How you doing? All right, one account passed there. Let's go. Again, guys, we are in the competition here for the trade day. The trade day competition. We do have news in about 3 minutes here, so be aware of that. 9:45. I'm not sure it does much, but then we also have 10 a.m. So, previous day close bang there. Everybody knows I like to short off the previous day close, but my test, I like to have it after 10 a.m. in my back testing. The previous day close test is much better after 10 a.m. Even though it worked here for 30 points. How much time do we have left on this 5-minute candle here? 2 minutes? All right, no inside bar there. It did just tap a 5-minute bullish gap. So maybe a little bounce here is in order. Oh, let's take these off. Bouncing out of that 5-minute inside bar or 5-minute gap there pretty nicely. Went so close to news here, I probably would take that. But since we're so close to news, I'm not going to take it. Good morning, Mad Moxie. 67.31, the next level up there on the ES. It did pull back, test that 67.05 at open. Already squeezed basically 25 points. Insane. We'll be patient, looking for our fund to trade today. Look for a spot to take 10 points if we can. All right, news in 10 seconds, guys. Protect yourself if you're in a position here. I don't think it does much, but it probably fills the gap up to 845. Got that hourly gap up there. Previous day high 913. That really didn't do anything. Kind of interesting. Black Phoenix, let's go, let's go. So we're up big on one eval, $400, I believe. 465 on one eval, up 150, 160 on another three. We did end up passing this one. You emailed me, Tech T? I wonder what why. I mean, if the code's still working, that's cool. It just shows on my end that it's not. But yeah, you guys are the ones that use it. Ends October 2nd. I don't know if that's just their code. Anybody try a code MM, see if it's working for the 91% off? Actually, I can try it myself. Hold on one second. Let me just try it. I can try somebody else's code and it'll be fine. No, it's not working. Nope, it's not working. So that must just be their own stuff, not mine. Jumia MM1 is 45% off. That's all that it's given right now. Says expired, so either they're going to update it later for every one of them to work again. They haven't done it yet, though. Yeah, we could pull back here. We did kind of reject up here off that previous day close, so pullback might be in order. Not the worst thing in the world, right? For it to pull back here. This is the first 50 touch. 800, say 800 as well. I want to try it to 810, but wanted to try it. 50 EMA sitting there at the whole number as well. Pretty good spot to try to get a bounce. 800 to 810. Still didn't hit 810 yet. I'm going to try stab here. Oh, shit. What was that? Well, we may just got ourselves in a position that we have to work out of. Dun, 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 dun. Yes, pulling back, almost back to 67.05 here. This might just run the overnight low here. We're in one micro, so I'm going to hold it. You know what I mean? We're just in one micro, so I will hold it here. See kind of what happens here. Not going to panic out of it, but it could theoretically run the overnight low. We're not necessarily there yet, but we'll push back up. I don't want to get in too heavy too quick here. We pop above that VWAP there. I think we could probably squeeze. Yes, push back above the VWAP there. Don't want to get in this too heavy here. I probably would have participated in the short there if I wasn't long, but it's all right. Just not going to panic out here. We'll just see how it plays out. Give it a little bit of room, a little time. I mean, again, this thing just death candled below 800. Like it acted like it wasn't even there. I hate it when it does that. You close your short, Rob. That's all right. There'll be more opportunities. There'll be more opportunities. So he is kind of holding that VWAP there. Let's see if we can recover that 15. That might be my sign to add on this if we can recover 15. If we dip below 99, you recover 99, then I'll add one there. Again, you could push down to the overnight low. I'm prepared to hold it for that. So let's kind of see what happens here. Let's be patient. Not panic, right? No need to panic. Normally, I probably would have panicked there and closed the trade if you guys know how I trade normally. But being a little more patient here with micros. And we're only in one micro here. Do have 10 a.m. news in about 5 minutes here, so I need to keep that in the back of my mind here. We still may have to close this for a loss, but if we get closer to the news here, we may have to just cut the cord. I want to see yes pop 67.15 here. That would give me a little more confidence that this thing's probably going to continue to squeeze. New 5-minute candle here. Again, less than 5 minutes until that news comes out here. We can get above 15 here, we can go on ES. Just need ES to reclaim that 15 and we can squeeze. We're kind of pushing into a 5-minute bearish gap down on that bearish gap on the 5-minute chart on that last push down. So this wouldn't be a bad spot just to take my loss. But I don't really want to be holding this through the news here. Don't want to be holding it through the news. All right, yes, above 15 here. I'm liking this. I think we can get out. At the 50 EMA here. What up, Matty Matt? You didn't get a notification? That sucks. I don't know why. Never any doubt. Oh, nice job, Black Phoenix. Let's go. Yeah, squeezing back up there. Double bottom at the 05. SMT at the low. Really nice there. Kind of action. 100 points up, 100 points down. Yeah. If you're sized correctly, though, it does give you an opportunity to kind of get in and get out there. Up $184 on these accounts now. Never any doubt. All right, news here in about 2-3 minutes here. Let's get out of there. Yeah, we didn't take very many points, 10 Tech T, but I didn't panic out. Proud of myself for that because, like, you know, it's still logical for it to sweep the opening print. Left a couple equal lows down there as well. So, man, I just thought we'd hold that 800 level there. It just didn't. It just didn't. It just did not work. But we didn't panic. That's the point of being in one micro there. That's probably the most drawdown I've ever taken. I'm going to be honest. 70 points. Yeah, I don't think I've ever taken that kind of drawdown before. This is a decent short setup, actually. But awfully close to the news. So how twitchy we're getting here right before the news, too. Very twitchy. Your stop to break even would be basically VWAP 67. It didn't close below yet. Be one of those dangerous ones. If it closed below on the news candle. $30 seconds. All right, it might be invalid. It's not invalid technically. It's just a little teeny gap there. We're getting very twitchy here before this news. The book must be really thin. I think we're going to get a big move here. Short did trigger there. ES bouncing off the VWAP there as well. ES recovers the 15. We could squeeze, even though we got this little bearish inversion. You're trading into another. You have a long inversion here that has not failed yet. So I probably would bypass this one, to be honest. I just noticed that. You really needed this to close back down below here for that long to fail. So I might take a long here. I'm going to go long here. We still have not had the gap fill yet, so I'm going to try to go for that. What I'll do is I will take this off if we close below 55. So as soon as I got in, it ripped lower. Did you see that? What a fight in options. Yeah, sure. What's up, iTrade? See if we get a push above 800 here. Holding up here at the 800. Can trade now? Yeah. TPT. This next push above, we should start to squeeze. In 2 micros right now. $8.45. Vámonos. Vamos. There we go. Stop in here. Let's see if we can get a gap fill. I'm going to go for the gap fill. Stops in at break even. 845 gap fill. Man, you know what? I'm actually not going. I'm going to front run the gap fill here because it's after 10, and this previous day close is an area where I would normally short here after 10. $66.45 is the magic number for SPX. You better be wearing D-pins if you're long. Oh. Do I short? Do I dare short the previous day close? I mean, like, that's a trade I like to take. That is a trade I love to take. There's 820 for you. I mean, 844 is an area I normally would target for the gap fill. But, man, I'm wanting... I think a short off of that gap fill also kind of makes sense. I don't know if I want to short off that level or not. I'm not quite sure. I'm going to watch it here, and we'll see. I mean, I might, you know what? I'm going to move the stop down to here. We'll risk 14 points, $28. That's where it, well, actually, you know what? I was going to say that's where it really needs to be. Probably. Back above this high here. I'm going to move the stop in to break even then. Within the channel where we pop. Yeah, Trev, I don't hate the I mean, I was considering a short off 38. Just kind of holding here. Might get stopped. It'll effectively be a break-even trade. We took a 10-point winner. It'll be a 3-point loss on one micro. So what is that? $6? If it hits my stop. That's a good bounce there. You don't want to see it struggling volume for too long. Yeah. Oh, you're bullish. Yeah, me too. I'm kind of bullish right now. I mean, we could sweep the overnight low, but right now, I don't really feel like we will. I feel like the gap feels in order, but you'd have a pivot point up there. You have the gap. You have the previous day close. You got quite a bit of stuff up there. To think that maybe it holds us down for, you know, maybe we get a reaction off that level. So might take it. We also are about to have an inside bar too. Inside bar is 30 points. I will take it. I am probably going to take the inside bar here if it triggers. It did trigger there. I'm just going to take it for 15 points. We will be risking $600, I guess, on it, but it is what it is. Gotta follow through. This is my Beulah Knox funded account. All right, tagged in here. So kind of 834. I may just go break even. I might just take 10 points. Yeah, this is a 5-minute inside bar. I might just take 10 points here, guys, on this trade. I'm not going to lie. I may just take 10 points. But I may just try to hold it too. Let's see. Let's get the 15 points here. What up, Andy? Yeah, I'm not trading the trade day account yet. I haven't taken any trades on it. I'm waiting for an A+ setup on ES for the trade day trade. And if we don't get it, we don't get it. Yeah, for sure, Trev. ES starting to push here. See if we get this little squeeze now. They've been lagging, not giving us. Yeah, exactly. That's why I'm just, I'm being very careful. Being very, very careful. I think the next push above this high, I'm going to go break even there. Should just go. Come on. Get through there. I had 10 points there. I might have should have taken it. New 5-minute candle here. Come on, ribbit. Ribbit. All right, I just took $160 there. I want a short up here. I'm going to be honest. Fill this gap? Yeah, we'll see. 25 TPT buffer. Yeah, 1600. I kind of want to short up here off of this 3850 area. Kind of want to short up here. It's a trade that I would normally take. I think I'm going to set my limit. $38.50. I don't really know. I'm thinking of shorting 41.50. That's what I'm thinking. The only thing is I don't love where the stop is. I feel like the stop needs to be at 54. It does trader on tilt for sure. Kind of have that kind of a feeling. I don't know if I want to take the short here. I'm so undecided, but I think I probably will. See how it reacts here. Motherfucker. Come on. Your TP is 54.25? Yeah. It already, that's the 10 points right there. I mean, god dang it. It's 2 days this week I did not take that first touch. I'm trying to get cutesy with it and take a better entry. Worried about where the stop is. And it went straight to it. I mean, literally went straight to it. I mean, hit it to the tick and went straight to it. 12 points. I didn't even notice I still had a stop down there. That might not have been good. That's annoying. So here's the gap fill. All right, I'm going to try it here, guys. I'm going to try it. Might be annoyed if it just pushes, and it very well could. Gonna go stop to break even at like 36 if we get it. Looks like I'm just going to get stopped. Alright, that's annoying. Alright, well that's my funded trade for the day. I'm not going to take any more. I hate that I didn't take the previous day close and then I took a loss on that. So stupid. And why do I always get negative slippage? Like I'm down 233, but yet when I hit 10 points, it only gives me 191. That sucks. Alright, previous day high up there, 913. Looks like that's where we're headed. Yeah, I did a terrible job at managing that. So, terrible job at that. Terrible, terrible job, but it's fine. Let's go, Black Phoenix. Nice job. But that's going to be my only trade for the day on those accounts. I'm down 235, so was up $300 coming into the day. So not going to take another trade on those. Okay. That's the thing, like not taking the actual entry. The entry is 38.50 and I'm just sitting there and like I know I've back tested that level. Then I just take it on the next push up thinking maybe the pivot point in the open closes, you know, the gap there would hold. That's not something I've tested. So like it's so stupid because I say to myself, I'm only going to take stuff I've tested. This is tested. First touch after 10 a.m. with a 10-point take profit and a 10-point stop. Worked perfectly. And then I take something that I have not tested. So that's annoying. Just stupid on my part. Dumb. That's all right. And the inside bar just hit the take profit. So if you went for the full 30 points, it literally just hit the take profit there. I didn't take full profit on the inside bar either. I only took, I think, 8 points. $155 there. We are only $945 away from payout on that Bulenox account. But we'll put that away. So, oh, yeah, Maximus, but it never happens the other way, right? It's always on a stop. It's always on a stop, never on a take profit. It's weird how that works. Take profit's always exactly 10 points. Your stop is 10 points. It always slips. There's a yes tapping 6731. But we're going to stick to our rules there. We made one bad decision on those accounts. Let's not let it compound. Let's put them away. 68%, John. So almost 7 out of 10. Almost 7 out of 10 on that trade. And I backtested it for 7 months. I've got a lot of data on it. I know it works. After 10 a.m., it's worked twice this week. It's only triggered twice. Today's Wednesday. But oh, goodness. No, only the first test, John. So the first test is the short. Obviously, we were below it, so the first test after 10 a.m. If you go back and look at this trade from yesterday, exact same setup. I think it was the day before yesterday. I think it was Monday. I skipped it. Same thing. Immediately 10 points off of it. Though I like it when the close and the open are together and there's actually no space, because that's when it makes me question, like, okay, well, shit, should my stop be at 54? Should it be at 48? You know, because the stop would have been at 48 on that. So that's what made me second guess it, even though in the back test it didn't matter. I'd never even looked at the open in the back test. I just took it no matter what. We said I'd be around the highs. Yeah, we are looking like 7 minutes there. Decent range. Again, the cool thing is, like, guys, I took the loss, right? I take the loss. I don't care. I'm not taking anything else on these accounts. We'll look for another spot tomorrow. Look for another spot tomorrow. I don't feel the need to press the button. And that's the key to being successful. If you know you win 7 out of 10 days, on a day when you lose, you just walk away. No big deal. Take one trade. I mismanaged it. It's my fault. Should have been a $200 winner. It's not. I'm just going to move on. It's fine. Just going to move on. Little pullback here off that 31 level in the ES. Rebel driving down the road with a back tester, without a back tester. Yeah. Listen, that's the thing. That's the key for me in my the trades that I'm taking, right? I only want to take trades that I've back tested. That's my key. And I didn't do that there. So I deserve to be punished, right? That's my punishment, is the trade lost. I skipped the trade that I back tested, and I took the trade that I didn't. And so, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's a part of it. That's my punishment, is a loss. You got to just take it without any discretion. If it's back tested and it wins 6.8 out of 10 at a 1-to-1, that's worthy of taking all day, every day. So that's what I got to keep reminding myself. And you could hear myself second guessing myself as it approached that level. And here's the key. Had it lost at that level, would it have mattered? No, because it lost anyway. The trade that I took lost anyway. So if I'm going to take a loss, I may as well take the one that I've back tested. And that's the thing that I got to keep telling myself. So, yeah, exactly. But I feel okay, Trev, so I don't feel like I need to take a walk. I think I'm okay today. Yeah, we just broke this this wick down here, right here to the left. And we're not getting a bearish reaction off that. So previous day high sitting up there at 913s. Looking like... now, what's the difference in this? Why? Look at this, guys. Let's kind of look at this. What did we do yesterday that's different than what it's doing right now after we hit that wick yesterday? If you remember, yesterday when we hit the 913, we're going to take a look at it. Today, we hit this wick. We're building structure above, which tells me we're probably going there. Yesterday, we hit the wick and we built structure below, and then we sold off. It's really just this minor little thing that you can pay attention to. Now, does that mean that we're actually going to 100% go higher? Doesn't mean that, but this is just a little thing that you can pay attention to, how price reacts to these highs and lows that I've noticed. You drink tequila and you yell at your grandmother? Go punch your grandmother in the face. Grandma, poof! Why didn't you tell me to take that trade? Oh, goodness. I feel okay. We've traded incredibly well on the other accounts. Just that one that really matters the most, I took the loss on, right? It's okay. It's okay. But yeah, like I was saying, if we scroll back over here and we look, where was it at? I can't remember. It wasn't here. It was earlier. It was earlier in the morning. It was right here. It was these wicks right here. So we ran these wicks, and you can see how we just started consolidating, building structure below those wicks, and then whoop, down we go. This is different. We're building structure above this wick. So it makes me believe that we're going to continue higher. Your great-grandmother wanted to name me Troy. When my mother didn't, my grandmother called me Troy my whole life. My name is not Troy. Now you make grandmother jokes. Okay. Well, listen, she stuck with the four letters and the TR. No, wait. TRO. Yeah. TREF. Tref and Troy. That's pretty close. That's pretty close. Not too far off. New 15-minute candle here in 2 seconds. Okay, Troy. Oh, nice. Classic grandma. ES trying to work its way above 31 here. Next level up there, 44. I may not get another trade I may not get a trade today on the challenge account. It will feel bad if we didn't. I mean, I could stab here at 31 and just hope that it goes to 35, but that feels wrong. All the cool kids are doing it. All the cool kids are doing it. Initial balance is now set up at 893. Now we're kind of rejecting that 31 level. Ugh. Got to hold this 76 level. If we push back below there, we're probably going to go back down here. Kind of the line in the sand here. Really need to push back up. Kind of pulling back here. Yes, unable to get back above that 31 level. That kind of was Mancini's target there. 31. Obviously, he said we can still go higher, but that was his next level up. Yeah, initial balance down set. But I'm a budget. All right, Nasdaq pushing back up here, trying to test that initial balance. See if we can get above there. Nice little squeeze here. Getting a little bit of a push. Did take a little stab here, lighter size on this challenge account. Just smaller size, looking for a little squeeze into the 36. I already went break even. I'm going to leave one runner on for the 44 level. If we can get it. So we get the push into the 36 with and then a run into maybe the 44 would be nice. This definitely was not an A setup, but it's going to be the problem with the challenge accounts. If I don't get an A setup, I am going to feel the urge to sort of take a trade there. I'm going to take that one off. We'll just go down to 1. We'll see if we can run. Get something out of this trade. Yeah, 913 yesterday's highs. I don't even know where ES is previous day high. I didn't mark that out. Oh, it's up there at like 44s. So right up there at the 44 area. Oh. We've locked in $56, I think. Would have came one tick from that take profit there. See what Nasdaq's been doing this lately. We talk about this. Get to right there at that level and then just try to punish anybody who's chasing. I might take a long on this account on Nasdaq here too and chase that 913. Just gonna go 1. Look for that 913 push. Stopped on the dot at previous day New York low. Dang. I want to see us hold that 900 level here. Could get me in trouble if we don't. Got my take profit at 913, so just through the high there. Just in one mini here. Well, pulling back. Might get stopped here on the ES trade. Tapping into a 1 minute bullish gap here. ES also at the initial balance. That might have been the better plays off 93. All right, I'm going to add 2 here off this level. Stopped out on ES. Nasdaq's working its way below as well. Well, this might end up being a dumb trade. Almost stopped. And it bounced. Come on, let's go. Get it back above the 90. Get it back above the whole number here. Rip it. Rip it. Not bouncing. Might have to try to work myself out of this trade. Average of 96, basically. And stops at 79. We'll be down like $650, $700 if this fails. So I am long over here. I added 2 off the initial balance, and then I took those off for the loss where they're supposed to be. As you can see the P&L. Well, hell, I guess you can see it. There it is. Reclaim 38. May take some scalps back above 900 if we can get above there. Let me add some. Watching here to see if we can get it back above initial balance. Right now it's not doing it. May just take the loss and re-enter. I think that's what I'm going to do. Find another spot. So down $600. 1,500. Oh, that sucks. Yeah, Apple, it's one of those things, man. It sucks when that happens. All right, down $600 on that challenge account. Not the end of the world. Like I said, I'm giving myself about a $2,000 daily loss limit on that. I don't want to blow it in one day, but little drop coming. Yeah, it's possible. I don't like how we left that liquidity above, though. Not quite. I think we go and take that out. Just got to get back above that 93 level. And I wouldn't be shocked if we go take that out. I don't think we're going to leave it. It just might be lazier later today. I don't know. I don't know. Ugh. Let's go look around and see how everybody else is doing. Let's look around. All right, here we go. I'm gonna find you. Well, rejecting the initial balance for now. It's gonna wait, look for another long. Kind of building out a bull flag on the 5-minute chart here. Kind of building out a bull flag here. I do think if we pop that 93, we go. Get a candle close above 93 here. We're 1 minute outside the macro. Still just holding below initial balance high there. We get above 63, we or 93, we go. Again, pull them out, building out a bull flag here on the 5-minute. Not triggering anything yet, but looking like it may want to go. Might start working our way into a little lunchtime reversal, but it's not quite lunchtime yet. Bulanox extended. Did they put a new code in or no? Let's see if it. Yep, nice. So you were right, Tom. Rejection off that level again. Trying to watch the 5-minute here. Do think the draw is higher, so I think that is safer. All right, I'm long here. Look for the push into the 900. There we go. Looking for the high now. Stop at break even. Stops at 90.50. That was my original entry. This thing could just wick above. What up, Aussie Faye? Long off the 90. Look for the push to the high. I already covered some. 856 is a 15-minute fair value about. Yeah, I guess that could be. Might get, this is break even, guys. Average is higher because I added. All right, made $300 on that. Down 283. Keep the stop out small if we can. Yeah, a deeper pullback might make sense. We still have 2 minutes left on the 5-minute candle. It needs to kind of close above the high of the previous candle there. And we did actually manage to close above 93 there, but it wants to go. It's just not going yet. ES still holding up there at the 31. I guess you really, ES can get above 32.25. It probably does squeeze. Break that 900 here. It should be able to squeeze. Let's see. All right, I just took it all off there. I'm going to got back to break even on this account. That's considered a trade day. Let's just not, you know. I said I was only going to take A+ setups on that account on ES, and then I effed around this morning, kind of found out a little bit there, so I don't want to do anything too crazy on it, dig myself a big hole or something and blow it. So we know that we still got it. I mean, we got 5 days to pass it. So at the end of the day, you know, hit a banger here or there, have a $2,000-$3,000 day here or there, even if it takes us 6 days to pass, 7 days to pass, whatever, that's better than blowing the account. So that's kind of the way I'm going to play it. There will be people that are making more profit that'll be in profit, but, you know, that's okay too. So 91% off Bulenox, guys. It has been extended. Thank you, Husk, for letting us know that. Bulenox. There you go. If you want to pick up the 50% off Lucid Trading, guys, you got to hit the link in the chat, top of the chat there, and use code NINJA50 to get 50% off. You can get the straight to funded account for $245. I'm going to be picking up a couple of those. I think it's a great deal. So your first 2 purchases are 50% off. Every purchase after that, you can simply use code MM for 40% off. So somebody is adding me somewhere, and I don't know where it is. Or adding everyone or something. Dun, 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 dun. What are their rules like? I hate weeks. That's a good question. I don't really know. Let me look at it. I think they're. I don't think they like scalpers, but I don't know. Yeah, Nate, I agree. I agree. What up, Black Beauty? How you doing? Let me look. Let me look up their rules right quick. See what they allow or don't allow. Really, if I'm looking to take just the best setups, I need to wait for pullbacks here. Need to wait for pullbacks. Okay, let me see. So $2,000 end of day account, $2,000 drawdown. You can have 5 accounts, 4 minis, 4 micro, 40 micros, 35% consistency rule, $1,200 soft breach, $3,000 profit target. Now this is in the evals. I will look for the direct to funded in a moment. 2,100 buffer, payment 1 and 2, $1,500, 3 and 4s, 2,500. There is a profit split. You can DCA. They don't like micro scalping. You can trade news. You can use bots. You can copy trade, all that. Let's see. Let me find their straight to funded account and see what it is. Oh, I'm just trying to look it up here. Okay, it is, you can have 5 straight to funded accounts, 4 minis, 40 micros. This is on the 50K, obviously. Daily loss limit is $1,200 still. 20% consistency rule. $3,000 profit target. Must be, okay. So profit split is 10K. So the first 10K is yours. No micro scalping. You can DCA. You can trade news. So yeah, that's pretty much the same. 20%. Yeah, no micro scalping. I'm assuming that is 5 points or less. So probably less than 20 ticks. That's most people's micro scalping rule. I'm not sure if they have like a minimum time limit on the micro scalping. That doesn't say, as far as like you need to hold the trade for an average of this. In general, I don't worry about the micro scalping rule because I typically go for more than 5 points on each trade. Look at this thing go. Now she's popping. All right, I think we run through the high here, so I am going to stab long. What up, Sean? Yeah, we had a baseball game. That's lucid, David. So I did stab long here. Look for a run through the high. Let's see if we get it. All right, so we're up a couple $100 on that trading account, that trading competition account. Nothing crazy. But yeah, Sean, I had a baseball game. We won 4-1, but I got back home at like 8:40. I thought about jumping on, but I was super tired. So I'm be honest with you, I went to bed. So I don't know if that's actually the rule, Jamie. I'm guessing. Like my funded futures is usually like, used to be like what, 16 ticks, 20 ticks, something like that. Or I don't know. Micro scalping could be considered like 2 to 4 ticks. I'm not quite sure. That's the thing. It's like I don't know what they consider micro scalping and what they don't. I'm not sure. I guess I could send them a message. Let me do that before I actually speak on it. Let me send them a message and ask them what is considered micro scalping. So let's do that here. Oh, never mind. They have a section on it. Here we go. Microscalping refers to trading tactics where a trader attempts to capture very small price movements. So let's see. The goal is typically to exploit how simulated fields work. This is not the same as genuine scalping, which involves short-term trades without attempting to manipulate the platform behavior. Lucid trading uses automated systems to detect micro scalpings. If more than 50% of your profits are generated from trades held for 5 seconds or less, that's considered micro scalping. So if the account is flagged, Lucid will initiate a manual review to verify the behavior. If bad faith activity is confirmed, you may receive a written warning. If flagged behavior continues after the warning, all profits will be forfeited. So basically, what is prohibited? Microscalping is not a valid or transferable strategy in the live market. Lucid Trading is committed to helping traders develop realistic long-term strategies that are viable in a professional trading environment. So basically, it's just saying trades less than 5 seconds. So it's not necessarily talking about ticks. So if half your trades are less than 5 seconds, then you're good. Hey, I mean, 5 seconds is fine. Fall ball league, I thought the season's usually ended. Yeah, this is fall ball, man, not summer, or not spring. But yeah, 5 seconds is fine. Black Phoenix, the thing is, like, if you gotta think about it, I don't think more than half of your trades are lasting less than 5 seconds. So it's most likely a non-issue. I know my trades are not lasting 5 seconds. Not more than half of them. So, I mean, even that trade that I just took right there, lasted, I don't even know how many seconds. Let me see. Does it show you? How long did that trade last? 39 seconds. And that was a fast trade. The trade I just took was 39 seconds. So let's just look. I mean, I've been scalping on this account today, right? Let's just go down here and look. How many of these trades lasted less than 5 seconds? And now you got to keep in mind, more than half of your trades have to be less than 5 seconds. So even these fast trades are above what they consider to be micro scalping, right? So look at all those trades. 27 seconds. Like, even the fastest trades are not less than 5 seconds. Less than 5 seconds is probably a news play. That's probably a news play. But again, they're saying the average. More than 50% of them can't be. And if you're trading a legitimate strategy and you're flagged, they say they do a manual review, which means they take a look at it and then they decide whether it is or isn't. And if it is manipulation, then they give you a warning. You know what I mean? So it's all good. So, yeah, I think so too. I don't know, Black Phoenix. That's just on Trade-Of-8. I don't know how you'd see it on other platforms. Guys, this is an A+ short. If you are bearish, I mean, this is A+ on this pullback. We're in an hourly gap. I don't think we closed above, did we? Nope. We're in an hourly gap. We did not close above. We have low resistance liquidity right here. So this is an A+ short, in fact. Now, am I taking it? No, I'm not. But, that's Trade-Of-8, Black Phoenix. Yeah, take profit trader. I mean, that's the thing, Alcy. We got so many options. What I like about Lucid is the rules are clear. And it's $245 for a direct funded account, for a 50K account. Like, that's an amazing price, right? That's a very, very good price. Very good price for a direct funded account. See why I'm not taking this? I mean, even though this is A+, like, is the overall bias bullish or bearish? It doesn't mean this doesn't work. It's just like, who knows? I don't know if it works. So, yeah, B-. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, it's not an A+ setup for sure. I mean, it's an A+. Mechanically, it's an A+ because we're delivering from an hourly. We have kind of a death candle. We just swept buy side, previous day high. So mechanically speaking, I think it's A+, but The main problem I have, there is an SMT here as well. ES has not swept the previous day high yet. That's up at 44. So that's the main reason why I wouldn't take it, because I think ES is going to sweep that previous day high. So I do think this probably fails, but yeah. But mechanically speaking, it's not bad. I mean, you had good momentum there, but you are shorting into the orb. And I am on the 1 minute. There's 2 gaps there. Let's check the 2 minute. It's not really even, there's a teeny gap on the 2 minute. Hey, we started off the challenge green, $200. Let's go. 200 bucks, or yeah, 207. Let's go. Oh. I'm sure a lot of other people are making more than that on them, but I'm not, you know, like I said, the goal is not to blow it for me. The goal is to not blow it. $680 cons at 929 makes sense, right? Feel like that's where it's going. No, I don't like blowing, Sean. I like the other part, receiving the blowing. Uh, the girlfriend's going to come out of the woodworks if she hears that. Hey, my Fund of Futures has already notified me that I passed my evaluation. I like the first 5 minutes. Hey, I mean, when you're receiving, all the minutes are good, right? It does look like Cove took this short. Oh, there she is. Hey, 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 told you. Whoever said it's better to give than to receive hasn't lived. I told you she was going to come out of the woodwork. I told you. Cove's in the short heavy too. Hope it works out for him. I mean, like I said, I do think it's an A+ setup. It's just like one of those trades where I'm just going to bypass it. Well, I can always play poker. Nothing wrong with that. Let's get a little dump here for Cove. I think down to 79 makes sense. It's got to get below that 93 though. I might try this on a, well, actually, I hate that the 50's right here. So that's mechanically the stop to break even right there, which would have been a break even trade. So mechanically, you created a swing, you got back below it, stopped to break even, and it pushed back up and stopped you out. So, Sean, you're trying to get me in trouble. I didn't say that. Hello, my name is Jeff. My name is Jeff. Hello, my name is Jeff. I can't do it. Let's see if we can find that. That's when Channing Tatum pretended to be Hispanic. Who roots for their competition? I just don't like to see Cove lose. I know Cove doesn't care. All right, let's listen to it.
We're trying to see that product. Yo, Sleepy, what's up, homie? You know my cousin, Sad Boy.
I think you got the wrong guy, Holmes.
Everyone's saying about yo, Sleepy, he like the Mexican Wolverine. And my partner here, he want to see that product.
When he talking?
My name is Jeff.
Stupid. Oh. All right, guys, we're getting dirty in the chat over here. Now it's given through the 50 EMA here. Little bounce off the 50 here. Might jump in off 78. Jump in off the retest here. Actually, I don't know. Looking at the ES, I'm not sure I want to. I don't know if I like that. I mean, that's the reaction you expect off the 50. It ran most of this LRLR, but not all of it. I may jump in here if we get back below the EMA. They throw my stop up at like 912, 913. All the way, I need to pass a few Buleys. Let's go, electronic. Let's let it get there for you. Again, I do think that, like, there's nothing wrong with the short here. Nothing wrong with the short. I mean, I called it out as A+. The problem is, it would have been stop break even mechanically, unless you really, really believe in it. Oh, Cove got out. You switched long. I don't necessarily like the long here, though. Still could work. All right, I'm going to stab here, just short, 1 micro. And I'm going to keep a very tight stop on it right here. So I'll push back below this initial balance here. That's when I'll throw stop into break even. I don't want to see it come back above there. So right there. Looking for that LRLR to be run now. See if we run this LRLR now. All right. If we get stopped out here, that's okay. I like this to run this LRLR. I think we run the 78 level. Have to push back through this low here, get through this 50. We should be able to get a little bit of momentum through there. Got about 12 minutes until London closes. Again, we're just in 1 micro here. No big deal. I'm going to take it right there. Taking it right there. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. Oh. I do think it runs this, but again, we talked about how Nasdaq's been getting close to these targets and then pushing back up. Exactly what it did here. It did kind of rebalance this 1 minute gap. That's what I was watching there as well. So it kind of rebalanced that 1 minute gap out of this inversion. See how we pushed back up, rebalanced that gap. This is the end of the LRLR here. So this will be running the entire LRLR there. That's why I think that's the low-hanging fruit target, but I'm okay with just taking the low there. And there it is. Now, from a fib perspective, I mean, how far could this pull back, right? If you're just looking at a fib perspective, we could fib the entire range here. And we could speculate that open and close area is right around a little bit above 50% there, but that could be a great target if you're still holding runners in the short here. This kind of open close 200 EMA area kind of lining up right here with all these wicks. Like this would be a great area to try to target for a short. But for me, because I'm still overall bullish, and I'm going to be very careful when entering shorts because I don't want to get trapped in a short. I feel like if you're in the right direction, if you're like overall know the draw on liquidity, and you get yourself a little bit trapped, you can work your way out of it, right? So that's why I try my best to only, like if I'm entering a trade, for example, earlier at open where we entered the long here, see I entered the long right there, and I was pretty confident that the drawn liquidity was 913, right, up there. Then even though price pulls back and I'm sized correctly, I'm still okay, right? But conversely, if I get in short up here and I'm wrong and we're actually bullish, much more difficult to work my way out of that trade. So thanks, Predator. So I think going with the trend, you know, kind of knowing the draw on liquidity is the better way. Now, do I know if 913 is that the high of day? I don't know. That's the previous day high. So getting a rejection here does kind of make sense. So we'll see. But we're doing okay today. We are red on our funded accounts, the 20 accounts. That's okay. I mean, like, it's not the end of the world. 233. It's fine. I'm following my 1 trade per day rule, 207 here. You see I've not taken a trade on the Take Profit Pro account yet, my little trading challenge account. I've had a couple of setups that I could have used that account for, but I just haven't. And we passed a My Funded Futures account, and then we're green on these two My Funded Futures accounts as well. $297, $300 basically. Buell and Ox were up 465 on this eval, a little over halfway past, and then our funded account on Buell and Ox up 155, about $1,000 away from payouts. And the nice thing is we will have a My Funded Futures funded account starting tomorrow, and we can start, really concentrating on that account as well, trying to get that one to pay out. So, not trying to force anything, not trying to rush anything. Let's just take it one day at a time, and the payouts will start rolling in. I know they will. If I can keep this mentality where I just take 1 trade per day, long term, I know I'm a winner. So that's the problem that I've had all year long. It sounds simple enough. I know there was 2 other times where I was like, I'm taking 1 trade per day, and then I broke the rule once, it worked. Then I broke the rule again, it didn't work. And then I broke it again, and it didn't work. And then next thing you know, I blow the accounts. So that's the goal to not to do. Maxie's over there barking. But you see why I'm taking the low-hanging fruit in the shorts here. You see we're kind of popping. ES never broke back below initial balance. ES has not ran the previous day high. All those reasons lead me to believe that ES is going to 67.44, and I wouldn't want to short until then. Exactly, Sean. I'm a winner. Thank you, Sean. That means a lot to me. I'm a winner in Sean's book. But if you guys want to help support the channel, hit the like button for me. Subscribe if you're not yet subscribed. I didn't even look to see how many we're doing on likes today. How are we doing? 32 likes? Come on, guys. Yeah, I'm doing it, Matty Matt. You can see this account here. We're up 207, and you can see my executions. I was only looking for like 1 trade on these accounts, but I don't know. You can see I waited a long time, and then like as we got up here near these highs, I just started taking trades. I don't know. I was down $600 at one point, worked it back up to $200, locked myself out, not going to take any more. Count it as a traded day and move on until you can't pass it. You got to trade 5 days anyway. And here's the thing. If I blow it on day 1, I'm missing a traded day. Let's lock out some profit, and if it takes us 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 days to pass, that's all right. At the end of the day, if we make any profit in the funded account, if we can get it to $2,000, $3,000 by the end of the competition, I'm going to consider that a win. I'm not going to consider that anything other than a win. So if we don't win based on those numbers, that's okay. I know you're going to have some people who are going to full port it. They're going to get lucky once they're funded. They're going to make, $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, get a little bit of a buffer, and then next thing you know, they can make 10 grand in a day. You know what I mean? So, I suck at poker? Yeah, I know it. Now, Coach Fred, thank you for telling me that. I already knew that. You get 2 resets a week, and you can only reset them at the end of the day. 2 resets a week. I think it's 2 resets a week. So, it's limited to 2 a week. So, if you use your 2 resets early in the week, then you got to wait. You're going to have to wait. Adds a couple of extra days before you can be funded. My goal is to be funded in 5 days. If it takes 6 or 7, though, I'm not going to worry about it. I am going to go larger size on my ES trades. But based on the A+ ES trades, and I didn't take an A+ trade today, a little frustrated with myself. I'll show you exactly what I did. So right here, I longed right here, trailed the stop to break even at 32. I put it in profit at 32. This is a bad entry already. Pushes up, pulls back, stops me out, and now it's still going. It's going here. I'm fairly confident. So, I mean, I was looking for a 31 to 44 move, but I just didn't hold it. Didn't trust it. This is a bad entry. The best entry of the day obviously would have been that 6705 retest. I was looking for this. That's what I was looking for. We just didn't get it. But if you scroll back here, what do we get? Look at this morning. We lose the level. What do we talk about the failed breakdown? The first test, the pullback, the second squeeze above. That's your long entry. Level to level, boom. Clean as can be. That's exactly what we should be looking for on a level reclaim. But this happened at 5 o'clock in the morning. Obviously, I'm not awake. So, what up, Michael? Yeah, we're red today, but I still think it's a good trading day, Michael. I did not manage my trade well, my funded trade, but I did follow my rules. I've taken one trade on it. I'm not taking any more, so I'm happy there. You're guessing that half of them won't get it funded? That would be crazy, wouldn't it, Coach Fred? So, top 3 prediction? Ugh, I don't even know. Here's the thing. This is the problem with me trying to predict, Coach Fred. I don't know half the people. I don't know them. I have no idea who they are. So, that's the problem with me doing that. Let me see. But I'll give you an honest take on it. Let me think. I actually think that Tim, volatility trading, will do very well. I think Tim will do very well. Uncle Bugatti, I have no idea anything about his trading. Canadian futures trader, I have no idea about his trading. Mighty Ox, no idea. Smooth Trader, no idea. Nutty Bar, obviously we know. Nutty can do very well. He can make a lot of money in a short amount of time on those 150K accounts. So I think Nutty could potentially do well there. Trading with Travis, same thing. I think he could do well. Trades with Jess, Forex, Ike, JMU, FOMO Trader. I don't know any of these people. Trade Cage, Roderick Casilli. I don't know any of them. Fit Mom Trader. Cove is kind of a wild card. He could do well or he could just explode. Pine Tree, same thing. Pine Tree knows he can either do very well or he could just blow it. Prolonged Wealth, I have no idea who that is. This Methodical Man guy, I don't think I'm going to blow the account. I'll put that out there. I don't think I'm going to blow the account. I'm giving myself $2,000 daily loss limit. I might even change that to $1,000. I'm going to be probably a little more conservative than most. Kellyanne, I have no idea how Kellyanne trades. Not to overlook her. I have no idea how she trades. So I don't know. Trades with Jess, no idea how she trades. So I really have no idea. This, it could be wild. It could be somebody that I have no clue who it is. They could win. There's 19 participants, T. Cooper. 19 participants. And I don't know half of them. I mean, I really don't. I do think it'll be a fun competition. But I really don't know half the people. I don't know. What do you guys think? How many, let's see. I was going to say, can we do a poll? I was curious. How many people, you knew it was a short squeeze. Black Beauty, I was thinking that too. I was thinking the same thing. Is there an activation fee for trade day? No. Thank you, Coach Fred. It's for trade day. They're having an influencer cup. Oh, I didn't know that. We could do a live stream for members only. I had no idea about that. I didn't know I could do that. Enough of the non-answers to get some drama going. Yeah. Kellyanne is working on 60 funded accounts. I mean, David, I could have 100 funded accounts if I wanted to. I mean, money can buy a lot, right? Let me stir the pot. Money could buy a lot. Oh. Yeah, that's me too, Coach Fred. I'm going to just try to be consistent. That's all I'm going to do. You know, not feel the need to size up. Now, if it comes to like the final week of the competition or something, and I know I need $5,000 to win, $10,000 to win, then we might size up. But yeah, I mean, if I was buying straight to funded accounts, I could have 60 accounts too. I mean, that's mostly what she gets, and she'll tell you that. She likes the straight to funded accounts, and absolutely nothing wrong with that. But the number of funded accounts that you have means absolutely nothing. Nothing. It means nothing, and I know you know that, David. You have 25 pays? Yeah. It doesn't matter, though, right? It doesn't matter how many funded accounts you have. It really doesn't matter. I mean, you could take 5 funded accounts and make more money than someone who has 50 or 60. You really can. You don't need that many funded accounts to make money. You don't. But I do like Kellyanne. I am friends with Kellyanne, you know. We don't agree on everything, but that's okay, right? You can agree to disagree sometimes. Nothing wrong with that. Most you've had is 36. I think I've had like probably 35 or 40 at one time. But again, doesn't mean anything. I used to think that it did. I used to be like, oh, the more you have, the better. But now I just, you know, I don't think that anymore. I just think it doesn't really matter all that much. It don't matter all that much. Now, if you're banging payouts from them, then yeah, for sure. Keep it going. And also, I will tell you this. I'm not saying that Kellyanne does this because I don't know. But I will say that, you know, I reach out to prop firms on a very scarce basis. I'm not like in their DMs every day and, you know, things like that. They offer me free accounts too, all the time. They offer me free accounts. I don't keep them. So I give them to you guys. And you see, I've given away 40 to 50 free accounts this month. So if you see someone who's obviously in touch with the, you know, with the prop firms on a regular basis, and they're not giving away a bunch of accounts, then, you know, they're probably using them for themselves. So, and that's not aimed at anybody, but that's one of those things, like when you look at the bigger influencers, people who got 40, 50, 60,000 subscribers, you think, little old me, if I'm getting 40 or 50, then they got to be getting 200, 250. They're getting way more than I am, you know? I've never heard Supply Pro. What is that? Exactly, Andy. I'll post the link, Jamie. John G, I'm marking out the previous day close manually. So, yeah, no, Mad Moxie, I'm not, like I said, that's not aimed at Kellyanne. I'm just saying in general, right? And I meant, that's why I said that to begin with, because I don't want you guys to think I'm talking about Kellyanne. I'm not talking about her specifically. I'm saying in general, influencers. I know Kellyanne gives away a lot of accounts. So, Tiger had like 15 TPT accounts at one point. Yeah, I'm just saying, I'm not aiming at anybody, but the larger the influencer is, the more accounts they're going to have. And Kellyanne does get a lot of accounts because she's in contact with them at all times. But this is the candle I look at, John. So the 459 candle from yesterday. I just put my cursor on it, and then I look up here where it closed. And I just see where it closes. Or you could really just take the body. But I just look at the close, 838.50. I manually mark it out. And the very next candle is the 6 p.m. candle. And I mark out the open of that candle. And I do it manually because the settlement price is not always the same as the previous day close. And if you're just using an indicator for it, it is usually going to mark out the settlement price, and it's going to give you a different level. It's going to give you a different level than what you would have gotten if you marked it out manually. So You're looking at NQ. Yeah, I usually mark it out on NQ. Is it different today on NQ? I don't know. It might be off by a point or two. I'm not sure. That's a good point. I usually mark it out there on that. Construction billing and reports application. New client uses it and it was just a shot in the dark. I never heard of that. You've only used my code except when I am win from other streamers. All right, nice. Let's go. You the man. Appreciate you, Andy. Yeah, and that's the thing. It's not, you know. Listen. Okay, so ES is running the previous day high now. You might get a little pullback. You know, there's enough to go around. That's what I tell people. It's like, that's why I generally supported a bunch of small streamers. You know, I have smaller streamers than me on my channel when they ask, when they want to be, and I invite people on, and we have joint streams and things like that to try to help other people out. And that's why larger people don't do that. They don't do that because you might lose 5-10 people. You might lose 5-10 people to that new streamer, and then all of a sudden they're not using your code anymore. I don't try to look at it that way. You know what I mean? I need to get a reset code for TPT. Exactly, Dylan. That's the best code. Yeah, I wish I could get a reset code. Don't reset. Just buy a new one. Actually, I hate weeks. I think if you reset, do I get credit for it? I don't even know. So ES is working its way above 44. I mean, that failed breakdown this morning at 5 a.m., man, that was such a great setup. And like sometimes those trigger overnight, and that's the frustrating thing with the Mancini levels. It's like sometimes those trades do trigger overnight. I guess you could set like an alert. You could set an alert if you wanted to wake you up or whatever. I'm talking to somebody maybe about getting a bot where I could put the levels in and mark out the key levels that we're looking for a failed breakdown of. And so like, if it had pulled back below 69, so like, for example, your failed breakdown level would have been like the reclaim of 99, right? You actually could have used 84 as well this morning, this overnight, because it swept the low and then reclaimed and put in the overnight low there. But you could just create a bot that longs on the reclaim of that level and just put in your levels. Because you can see if you got long off 99, this morning, your stop would not go to break even until 7:15. So stop wouldn't go break even at 7:05. It's not supposed to. So that retest would have been fine. And then you still just be holding off that 99 failed breakdown. You'd be up 45 points. I mean, obviously that's hindsight. I'm probably never going to hold it for that far. Unless I just set it and walk away. Swing failure pattern? Yeah, makes sense. You traded your TPT while out of the country. I hope they won't close my account. No, I don't think so, Black Phoenix. I think you'll be okay. You took 10K off one? Oh, let's go. You the man. Yeah, you should be okay, Black Phoenix. Oh, you was in the failed breakdown and sold it early. Man, Moxie, that's okay though, right? Because, I mean, the deal is you don't need all the move. I mean, we talk about that all the time. Do we need 100 points? No. Can we just be cool with taking 5 points? All right, now the high from the 29th, which I think was Friday, right? 975. We had a pretty hard rejection off that level, right? So we got 18 minutes left on this 1 hour candle here. If this closes above, we're 100% going to 975, right? That's kind of what you would think there. Now, does that mean this happens? Does that mean we close above and we just, woo? Like, no, that's not what that means. That means at that point you could start looking for long. So maybe we come back down, we rebalance the 1 hour, and then you could look for something in here to kind of, take it back up to that 975 goal or 975 target. So I wouldn't just long off the 1 hour there. Trade. Oh yeah. No, I don't think you. Yeah, no issues. Coach Fred's been out of country. Yeah, that's the thing is that's what they say. They don't want you to use a VPN. So eSignal has a feature that allows the platform to call your phone when the level is hit. That's interesting, T. Cooper. Let's just see. I'm going to watch the hourly here. Curious to see if it closes above or not. Yeah, that'd be cool if someone... I mean, like, I don't really care to wake up at 3 in the morning, 5 in the morning, and put on a trade. I don't want to do that, but I guess you could. I'd rather just have a bot or something to put the levels in on, like, a singular funded account and let it roll. Because a lot of times those levels do hit overnight. Sometimes they hit it open. I do like to watch his levels at the 6 p.m. open. You get a nice failed breakdown right at open, especially if it's a day where you got a lot of volatility. So, Andy's going on vacation for most of October. Let's go, Andy. Andy's all over the world. TCG Andy, all over the world. All over the world for Andy. That's awesome, Andy. Grandmaster and the Master. They're both free. Nice. Let me look at something right quick. Still just pushing. All right. Let's do that. And let's go to the other one. Oh, you've been forward testing pretty good results. Can those be programmed, do you think, to put levels in? Black Phoenix said, I'm not saying shit. He don't want to put a red flag on his account. I guess that's true, too. Fair enough. Fair enough. All right. Got that. All right, I'm going to run to the restroom right quick, guys. I'll be right back. Hit the like button for me if you haven't already. Appreciate you. All right, we're back. We're back. Trader Org has all sort of levels programmed. Interesting. Yeah, I may have to take a look at that. It will be nice to kind of do that. Not have to worry about it. Somebody asked for the link earlier for the Influencer Cup. I forgot to put that in there. Here's the link for the Influencer Cup. I'm not going to pin it because I got Lucid Trading up there right now. But these are the people that are in the cup. Roderick Cassili, again, I don't know who that is. Uncle Bugatti, I've heard of him, but I have no idea who he is. JMU Trades, no clue. Is this the guy that Patrick hates? Is that who that is? Forex Ike, trades with Jess, trading with Travis. We know Jess, we know who she is. Travis, obviously, we know who he is. Methodical Man, we know him. He's an idiot. Pine Tree, we know him. Trade Cage. Sounds familiar. I think this might be like a new streamer. Mighty Ox, I've seen him streaming, but I don't know who it is. Smooth Trader, no clue. Canadian Futures Trader, we know him. Nutty Bar, we know him. Fit Mom Trader, no clue. Tim Vesh's Volatility, and Cove, and Kellyanne. So, this is the competition for Trade Day. Their Influencer Cup. So they're going to have over $10,000 in cash prizes and $1 million in accounts up for giveaway. This is the leaderboard. This is the evaluation leaderboard. Okay, so I guess they're going to do an evaluation leaderboard, and then it'll move over to a funded leaderboard. So they're going to have accounts for, they'll have weekly prizes. So I haven't heard anything about what they are, but we'll find out, obviously. Smooth Dude, you have no clue who he is. So, thank you, 2 cents. But yeah, that's it. That's the link to it. Put it in your favorites if you want to follow it every day to see where we're at. I'll probably just bring it up every day if you're here and show it. And we'll troll whoever, you know, whoever we're ahead of. Maybe we'll tweet at them or something. I don't know. You suck. Oh, he's bad. Listen, you can get lucky and win. Max, what are you into? I hear like, oh, never mind. Max is on the chair. I thought it must be my brother. Thought Max was in something. You want some of that luck? Let's do it. 10 minutes left on the hourly candle here. Let's go back to we'll go back to the minute just for now. It's so crazy how the hourly looks different than the minute, huh? The hour is just green, green, green. Oh, straight up. Straight up. Smooth Trader, though. I should look some of these people up because I've never heard of him. There's a lot of people I've never heard of. Oh, he's streaming now. Let's check him out. Is he walking on a walking pad while he's streaming? That's classic. That's a good idea. I'll give him that. That is a good idea right there. I guess that's the way to get your steps in while you're streaming. I don't know if I could do that shit. ES above the previous day high here, building structure above it, looking like it wants to just go higher. I think 975 is the draw now. I think that's on deck. It's on deck. We'll give Smooth Trader a subscribe. Why not? Pushing up 932s. I mean, we're going to need a pullback to maybe get in long. Maybe a pullback into the 50. We can maybe take a shot long there. If the hourly closes above here and we pull back into that 50 level, then I think I'll take a long off that. With one micro maybe to start. One micro. So we got about 7 minutes until the hourly closes. So I'm kind of thinking the hourly closes above, and maybe we get that next little pullback. And we'll see. 969, yeah, I got that up there too. Buying the pullbacks is paid today. Really only one short opportunity that I saw, maybe two. The other one that I missed was like right at open. Obviously, I was in a long. The break through the 800 there, this death candle through 800, that would have been a good short opportunity to just take the low. Because I think we had equal lows down there at the time. So we really want to see this thing close above this hourly gap at 917. I think that gives me the idea that we're going to 975. And we'll look for a pullback entry there. So I'm going to wait for the top of the hour. Be smart about it, because if it does not close above, that could be our sign that we're going to go lower during the lunch hour. Maybe we retest the 820s, 830s, then even that 800 level potentially. So let's kind of see here. All right, let's go check out some other people that are in the Influencer Cup. Roderick Casilli. Does he stream? We got to check out our competition, you know. Roderick Casilli. He's got 46,000 subscribers. I've never heard of this guy. Does he trade mean reversions? Yeah, Coper. I mean, I mentioned that kind of yesterday. I don't really think that the government shutdown would have much impact. On what was going on, you know, on the market. He really didn't care for it at all. He runs a trade room, streams Power Hour. Maybe I have seen him before. I don't know. The more subs, the worse the rankings. I just don't know who he is. All right, let's move on to the next person. Uncle Bugatti. Like I said, I think I've heard of him before. I think I've heard Kellyanne talk about him before, but I don't know who he is. That's an interesting name, though. Oh, you seen him post on X? Yeah. Top of the hour in 3 minutes. Let's see if we do close above. Looks like we want to. So Uncle Bugatti apparently doesn't even... Does he stream? I don't think he streams. I don't see very many videos. Or does he... Okay, I guess he does. He just has them under the lives only. silently with NBC on. So he doesn't even talk. That might be the best way to do it. JMU trades. All right, is this the guy? I don't know. I thought that was the guy that Patrick doesn't like. JMU, is that someone else? Does he not have a YouTube channel? Oh no, that's Jay Dunn, isn't it? The one Patrick doesn't like. We'll see, Jamie. I don't know. I don't see JMU on here. I don't think he has a YouTube. James Madison University must be. They got their trade team on it. Forex Ike. All right, let's go look up Forex Ike. I'm going to assume that he trades Forex. You know, I'm just taking a shot there. Just taking a shot in the dark. And I don't see him on YouTube also. We know those two. FOMO Trader. Let's check him out. Him or her. I don't know who that is. Just scoping out the competition here. I don't see a FOMO Trader on YouTube either. So where are these guys influencers at? Maybe just like Twitter, places like that. Prolong Wealth. Maybe they're on Twitch. Yeah, I don't see that person either. Trade Cage. Anybody know this Pine Tree guy? Anybody know Pine Tree? That guy sucks. Nobody knows him. Did I spell that right? I did. Yeah, I don't see Trade Cage on here either. No, wait. No, I sure don't. Who is Pine Tree? He sucks big time. He's terrible. He's got zero chance. All right, the hourly closed above. So let's look for a little pullback here. The hourly did close above. He's like nutty. What up, Tyson? We've probably taken 10 trades today, Tyson. I think we've only lost one. The problem is it was on my funded accounts, Tyson. It was on the funded accounts. Look for a little pullback here, see if we get it. Let me see about Fit Mom Trader. Nah, I like Pine Tree too. That's why we can talk about it like that. Okay, so I do see Fit Mom Trader. She does stream. Is this the one? Is this the one who, maybe her husband's in the background or something? I don't know. Well, the one that I lost, though, Tyson, was on my funded accounts. It was on a mini. It's fine. One trade per day on those. It's good to go. Mad Moxie knows most. That's good. I don't know most of them. Fit Mom Trader. I think maybe I've seen her stream one time. Maybe not. I thought. I can't remember. I don't know. I'm not one of those people who's like, oh, I don't watch other people. Obviously, I watch other people. So. We watch other people. How'd Nutty Bar do today? I would assume he probably ended up green on his account. Now, Nutty Bar is doing something that's kind of smart, and I might do that tomorrow as well. He has purchased 2 other accounts to copy trade alongside it, because we don't actually get to keep the profits from the Influencer Cup account. So he's purchased 2 accounts to copy trade alongside it, so that if he gets funded, and then he gets to pay out, he can actually get paid from those profits. So that's pretty smart. I may actually do that tonight as well. The problem that I have is I already have 3 50K accounts from them, but I could go ahead and buy 3 more, or at least 2 more 150Ks and maybe copy it. Or maybe I just buy 1 more 150K and copy it. And then that way, any and all profits that I do make, I can get paid from it. So, yeah, I think it's a great idea too. I just watched his video this morning on that, so I'm looking for a pullback, guys. We closed above on the hourly. I think any kind of a pullback here, you can get in. And I mean, like the best entry, probably here. Retest of 876. But I don't know that you should get that before we run 975. Nutty's up $725, $730 on that account. I'm up $200, so I don't feel too far behind. You was short 942, and that'd be, I mean, I guess, but why outer? I don't know. The only thing I ask myself is like, if everything is closed above, why would I want to short? I don't know. I know everybody's strategy is different, and I'm not saying you can't get some points. And I did mark out 876, so you could, I mean, we could, you know, kind of lunch hour, reversal, and then go back up. Very, very well could. But I don't know. It's a bear show B. Nutty Bar. Pegasus Nutty Bar is another streamer. Nutty Bar Trading. So you could get that. Nutty's also, he's also red on his fundeds too. It's almost short time. Your strategy is old YOLO. Me too. No, that's natural. That's his natural red hair. What is an OB on though? What time frame? Let me see. I mean, I see a small one on the hourly here, but the problem that I have with like that OB is, look, it's already been tested once. That's what that sell-off was from. So I don't necessarily think that we get another sell-off off that level, off this OB again. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's already been tested one time. That's just my personal opinion, though. Doesn't mean I'm right. Yeah, for sure, Pegasus. For sure. The afternoon's been better. I would like to long, but I want to pull back. I want to pull back into the 50. I mean, hell, even to the 890s would not be bad. GC. Yeah, I don't. That's a very small gap, though. 1.5 points. And also, here's the thing. Looks like some sort of news wick down here at 1045, potentially. You see that long we kind of marked out the other day. It did end up paying, broke out right there, and then ran back to that level. But no, I would probably like to see that wick taken before I would be looking for a long. Maybe pull back down into 380s. This is not the cleanest on the 5-minute, but it is sort of a bridging. You got sort of a little bridge here. I like the bridge strategy on gold. So we'll mark it out. If it does break above, these would be the targets. So, free money. That's always how it works, Pegasus. Everybody's going short off that goal, and it's just not going to do anything. The quantities of U-turns on GC is astonishing, for sure. That's why I don't trade it. But I will say it's easier to get your points on gold. So ES did pull back and test the previous day high there in the 44 level. We are bouncing off that. Again, I think we're going here. I want to be a little, like, I'm $300 in profit today on these accounts. So do I want to just be jumping in here? No. I'd rather us get a little further pullback and then we can take it up to here, but it might just go without us. It may just go without us. Don't want to FOMO into it. No FOMO. Can't be doing that. Crash. Yeah, there's no giveaway right now, guys. I got to reach out to the people and get the accounts. What happened? So the Braves got rid of Brian Snitker? Or did he retire? He will move to an advisory role and be inducted into the team's Hall of Fame next year. Okay. I'm going to say, he's been with the organization for 50 years. You cannot just fire this guy. I really like Brian Snitker. For those of you who follow the Braves, that is. Guys, remember that Lucid deal. I think it's only going on for a few days. You can get, if you click the link at the top of the chat there, you can get 50% off using Ninja 50. It is for the Ninja Trader connection and the Tradeovate connection. You can get 50% off any account. I like the direct to funded. It's only $245 for a 50K direct to funded. First two are 50% off. Anything after that, you don't have to use the link. You'll use my code MM, 40% off beyond the first two accounts purchased. So it's a really good deal. Pegasus blew your accounts in yesterday in 30 minutes because you FOMO'd instead of waiting for your level. Price hit at 20 minutes before end of day and went straight into profit. Yeah, Pegasus, that's the thing, man. That's one of the things in trading. Like, if you just wait, right, that's the key. And then being able to pull the trigger. I don't have any funded next accounts, Black Phoenix. I do think I reached out to them about getting an affiliate with them and maybe trading with them, and they said they were not they weren't accepting any more affiliates at the time. So I may reach out to them again, but no. Talking about Lucid GX. It's the links at the top of the chat there. Lucid Trading, direct to funded 50K account is $245. Really good deal. Really good deal right now. Anytime you can get a direct to funded account for a couple of $100, most of them are $300 to $350. I mean, so you get one for $245 is really good. No evaluation. You make $3,000, you get paid. You can get paid every 5 days, I believe, with them. So you're always waiting. You always miss your chance. Yeah. But yeah, I don't mind Funded Next. I just don't have an account with them. Eventually I'll probably get one. I don't want to get too many. I don't want to be like, I'm already with, like, I'm with Apex, I'm with Bulenox, I'm with Take Profit Trader, I'm with, now with Lucid, we're with Trade Day, Tradeify, like, we trade all of those. My Funded Futures. So there comes a point where you probably got too many. So This thing is just grinding. I need to pull back into the 50 EMA. Again, I'm going to long the 50 EMA here. And this will be one of those trades where there probably won't be a stop. Because I think we hit 975 by the end of the day. I mean, I could take it with 1 micro with the understanding that we could pull back in, 65, 75 points potentially. I mean, even a little more than that, maybe, You have accounts with too many props and I'm just over trading. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, there's no point in doing it. A lot of stop money under the up 10 channel. Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm thinking, Outer. Like, good morning, Solo. Could you buy here? Like, I think it's an okay buy there if you want to scalp. Scalp it back to the high. That's fine. What's the safer buy? The safer buy is the rebalance down here. And then go. The problem is, we're so bullish. We probably don't get that. Instead, we probably get this, right? And that's no entry. So, you know what I'm saying? It's one of those things. Buying the 50 EMA, if we zoom out, let's just look at the 50. 50 is the white line, okay? This is where the trend started. The 50, the 9, and the 21 crossed here. So this is where the trend started. We got a cross. 50's moved up. First touch. Bam. Continue higher, right? So you would expect the 50 to kind of continue to hold. But this is a good entry here. I took that long there, I believe. No, this was my short. Never mind, that was my short. I was in short off the 50. I had outlined this inversion, this bearish inversion. I almost took this. I said that. I was like, I almost took this long. But then once we retested this gap, I took the short there. But yeah, the 50's held nicely. It's held so nicely. But that being said, I mean, it doesn't mean that we can't, I mean, like, what do you have down here? We have a couple of wicks down here. And you have the hourly. You have an hourly bullish gap down there. So, see that hourly gap? So you now can probably take this off here. And then you got this huge hourly gap right here now. Oh. So now I could use this gap here to structure my bias for the rest of the day. We stay above this hourly gap, we continue higher, right? That's all you can do. Keep it simple. As long as we're above this gap, longs are in play. Hourly closes below, well, then we're going to sell back down and probably the low of days back at risk. Just kind of keep it simple. 885 would be a good order block in point of control, 200 EMA right underneath. Yeah, I think so too. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, it could pull back there. Very, very well could. Good boy? I don't know. I haven't heard of that one. I hate weeks. Why has my ticker got a date on it? And can you explain the Lucid Direct to funded account? $2,000 drawdown got a date on it. My ticker has a date on it. What do you mean? What do you mean by my ticker has a date? You'll have to explain that one to me. But yeah, Lucid is $2,000 in drawdown. You got a $3,000 profit target. Your first payout is $1,500. They don't like you to have trades shorter than 5 seconds. 50% of your trades can't be shorter than 5 seconds. Here, let me pull it up again so I can actually have the rules. I read them out earlier. Yes, you do have to pay the activation fee, Clarity. Any prize account that you win from Take Profit Trader, there is always an activation fee. That's just how it is, unfortunately. All right, let me get back to the rules right quick, and I'll break those down for you, Tyson. Let me get to the Lucid. I know there's a $1,250 daily loss limit on the 50K account. However, it is not, you don't fail the account. 20% consistency rule. $3,000 profit target. $2,100 locks the buffer out. $2,000. You must meet the profit goal between each payout. So in other words, you do have to make $2,000 between each payout. The first $10,000 is yours. Everything thereafter, you can. It's a 90-10 split. You can have up to 5 accounts. Trade 4 minis or 40 micros. And no micro scalping, so that's trades less than 5 seconds. You can DCA, you can trade news, you can use a bot, you can copy trade, all the good things. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, Kellyanne's live doing some giveaways. I did see that. She said she was going to be live today. Have you noticed loads of opinion trading from prop firm ads lately? Option tradings. Never tried options, but interested in see if that part of the prop firm industry grows. I don't know, man. So tough. So tough. Trying to trade options. I don't know if that's a thing that will ever kind of be there with the prop firms. We'll see. All right, here's the reason I didn't long up here, I don't mind longing off the 930 and seeing what happens. Micro short. I don't know, Outer. I think I'm going to look for a bounce. I'm going to look for a long. Here's the thing, though. ES is kind of testing that 44 level. I mean, if it breaks that overnight high there, our previous day high, it could very well, or that actually, yeah, it's previous day high. I mean, it could push down. Who knows? The Greeks hate everyone in options. Need faster moves? Yeah. There's a 50 EMA touch. Interesting spot here. I'm going to take a little starter here with the understanding that we could pull all the way back to here. I am just going to look for 10 points. My entry's a little higher than I want it to be. I'll probably go break even at the 21 EMA at like 38, 39. Again, we are in the lunchtime. You could get a reversal here. Lunchtime reversal is a thing. Kind of like that 10 a.m. reversal. Short 940. Looks like we do have equal lows. Oh, well, this is on micros, though. I don't know if it's equal lows on the actual Nasdaq. I do think we got relative equal lows down here at worse. Let me see if they're actually... I can't tell on these other charts here. Let me see. No, they're not equal on the Nasdaq. Not equals. I'm going to take this off, guys. I don't like how it's not bouncing. Kind of got a little 1 minute gap here. I think we push lower. I just get the feeling now that we push lower. It might still just bounce. Maybe I'm just a little bit expecting it to bounce quicker. So my stop would have been 38. Would have been my take. Would have been to break even 37, 38. And then 10 points would be 42, basically. Just feels like it's going to lose this level. Trying to look for a bounce there, but I like the bounce to be quick. Made 200 trading the Asia session last night based off the 15 minutes. So proud of myself. Let's go. Nice job. If you guys haven't already, hit that like button for me. Subscribe if you're not yet subscribed. Again, guys, Lucid Trading having 50% off. Use the link, the pinned at the top of the chat, if you want to help support the channel. Pick up an account. Use code NINJA50 for your first 2 purchases. That will give you 50% off with the link. And then after that, you can use code MM if you want to help support the channel there. Appreciate you. Bulanox is 91% off still for the next few days. So don't let 91% off pass you by. Get in there and make those purchases if you want to help support the channel. Yeah, Room, we'll probably have some giveaways tomorrow. So it looks like that 50 EMA may hold here. Get back above these EMAs. This thing could push. Bulanox is 1 day to pass. Code MM. No real rules on Bulanox, guys. You can do pretty much whatever you want. 40% consistency rule once you're funded. Exclamation point 50 EMA bounce. There it is, guys. There's my target too. God dang it. Actually, my target was 42. There it is. There it is. ES working its way back above 44. So my intuition there was right, but I don't know. It just wasn't moving fast enough for me, although it was kind of finding a little support there. Almost an inversion there, and I didn't quite close. Order field. Oh. We'll get a close above. I may take this here. I don't know. All right, I'm going to go ahead and jump back in here. We got a little inversion here. I'll target. And here's the thing. I am going to have a hard stop on this. I'm going to have a hard stop. What made you FOMO into reverse trading? Yeah. Here's the thing. I'm in one micro here. It's no big deal. Even if this loses down, we'll lose $35. See if we get the push up into the 60s there. We would touch the 25s. We might, Pegasus. I mean, I don't know. Moving stop loss to recent high. I think it's going to rip. I don't know. Yes, holding that 44 level here. Let's see. Feels like we're about to squeeze again. Back above 50. Man, I think we move quickly above 50. Maybe we touch 50. And we already touched 50 once. We kind of did, but not really. Kind of got the feeling of this right here. Maybe one more push up, one more pullback, and then a go. The feeling that I've got. That's the feeling that I've got inside my body. My body. I was going to say something else, but you know, there's ladies here. There's ladies here. We can't say stuff like that. Let's see if we get it. Is it gonna do it? I think it might. There's the tap. Do we squeeze or do we get a little pullback off the tap? There's the 50 touch. The 950. Probably a little pullback here and then a ripper. I got a feeling, Pegasus. That's right. I got a feeling. There's the pullback. Ripper or dipper? Well, a little pullback and then we rip. I think we rip. Get back above 50 here. We should be able to go. It's kind of the idea. You're in love with a ripper? You won't log in a bearish OB. That OB's, I don't know, Outer. That OB's been, to me, it's already been tested. That's what I think, but I don't know. In my opinion, that OB's already been tested. It was tested yesterday. But I see it there, but we tested that yesterday. But maybe I'm wrong. I could have had a much better entry here off the 50 EMA. I don't know why I didn't hold. So stupid. I don't know why I didn't hold. Why I no hold there? I am not sure. So back above the high, I probably will go break even. Because I kind of just want to see it squeeze above there. Squeeze back above 50 here. We should just rip. We should just go. Of course, it isn't lunchtime, so take rip for what it means. So above that high, I do think I'll go break even though might get stopped out for doing that, but come on, hold the 50. Rip it. It's Tom Sabo with 1 micro short. Oh no, not Tom Sabo. Oh shit. Everybody pile in short. It's going down. I know moving the stop here is probably dumb. It's going to go without me now if I get stopped, but I am wanting to go to lunch. I am hungry. Haven't ate today. I mean, obviously the safe place for the stop is still down here. It's going to the 975. That's where it's going. I mean, I would be shocked if we're not at 975 by the end of the day. No! Sabo from the top rope with the elbow. Fried potatoes and smoked sausages on deck. No, I can't eat nothing like that. No carbs for me right now. I'm trying to be a low carb diet. So probably some sort of like just hamburger meat with cheese or either eggs or chicken or something. I don't know. Not sure yet. Something. Again, I mean, I think the safe spot for the stop is down here. I think if we were going to pull back more before hitting this, we would have done it down here. But I don't know. Biberini? What is that? Health is the real wealth. Yeah, trying my best. Trust me, trying hard. It's hard. It's hard. It's not. It's hard, but it's not hard. You know, it's just a mental thing. But all right, guys, that's going to do it for me today. I do think we run up to here. I'm going to go ahead and say that, you know, we go here. We'll see. But it's just going to probably just have to go without me. If you guys haven't already hit that like button for me, I'll be back probably for the power hour, maybe the last 30 minutes of the day if I feel like it. We are ending the day red right now on our funded accounts. $234. We're up 207 on the Trade Day Challenge account. No trades on the TPT Pro account yet today. We're up $155 on the Bulenox account. And we're up around $300 on the three My Funded Futures accounts. And then the Bulenox eval's up $465. If you guys want to help support the channel, use code MM for all your prop firm needs. What up, Lucifer? Did I see Apex email? No, what happened? Let me check it right quick. Apex email. No, I didn't get an Apex email. What'd yours say? I'm letting it refresh first. I don't see it. But we feel okay about our trading today. I mean, we follow the rules, and that's the number one thing, right? Whether you win or lose, follow the rules, and it's still an okay day. The only thing I'm disappointed is that I took a trade that was not back-tested, and the one that was back-tested won. But other than that, are they 90% off? No, I don't think so. I don't see anything. I don't see anything. I see nothing in my email from Apex. Something's coming in October 6th. Yeah, they did tell me that, but they didn't tell me what it was. They were like, oh, something big is coming next month, but I don't know exactly what it is. I have no clue. Probably direct to funded if I had to guess. So we'll see. All right, guys. Well, that's going to do it for me. Appreciate you guys watching. And like I said, I'll probably be back for Power Hour. Not quite sure, but we'll probably will. Appreciate you guys watching, and I'll see you next time.
Nasdaq's a tricky trader, beware the fall. Technical tools may help, but watch your wall. Hirami candles flicker, inversions come and go. Protect your cash, don't let it all blow. Nasdaq's a nasty girl, don't go full port. She takes your cash in a flash, be careful with your heart. The opening range trade still bangs, but stay alert. Methodical man prefers inversions, get your